your mind. Don't ever stop. Don't ever stop. What do you think?
Oh, that's right. What do you think this morning? Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. How are you doing? I tell you what, we are right here, and I hope I have Tami right here on the air with us. Let's see if Tami is here. Tami, are you here with us this morning? Tami? I don't hear you. Are you here? Don't know why I don't hear you. This is not good if I don't hear you. Tami? Hello? Are you there? Well, I don't know what's happened to Tami. We'll see if we can get her on here. We're supposed to have her here. She said she was in my Zoom room here. It looks like she's in my Zoom room, but I don't hear Tami here this morning. Up to go over the... All right. Hello, Tami. No, I do not hear Tami. All right, well, let's move on and see if we can get her back on the air with us here this morning. It just seems that technology is a great thing as long as everything's working. And it seems like I'm doing everything right. Don't know why I can't hear Tami. All right. Are you there, Tami? That's what I want to know. Take it away. We are on the air live waiting for you. Maybe she put me on hold, waiting to come on. I don't know. But 864-229-7984. Love to hear from you. Also, we are live on Facebook, WCRS 1450 AM. Yes, we are live on the air, and I'm trying to get you on the air. That is the problem. So, where are you at? This is too hard to do, to text and try to talk to somebody. Yes, waiting for you. All right, here. Don't know why I don't hear you. We are got everything set up the way it should be. Yep, this is up. That's up. Where is Tami? Hello, Tami. Are you there? We should be there. All right. Well, Tami, I don't seem to hear you. But I don't seem to hear you over the air here this morning. Not really sure what's going on, why we can't hear. We're on Zoom. We got everything going. I don't think you're muted. Okay. George Jones says she must be having trouble. She was coming. Oh, that was Georgia. Okay. Well, maybe, let's see. I don't know. Maybe call back in, Tami. Try calling back in if you're hearing this. 864-229-7984. Tami, call me back. Why don't you hang up and try calling back if you would, please. Love to talk to you on the air. How about that? Call back and let's try it one more time and see what the problem is. All right, let's get started. Let's do the weather while we're waiting for Tami to call back in here. I don't really know what's wrong, but let's see. Let's get the weather here. What is the weather outside? The weather is whatever the weather will be. 864-229-7984. Also, if you are on Facebook, give me a shout out that you're there. Right now, the weather is 84 degrees, feels like 90 degrees, and we are going to get to a feel like 96 today, so it's going to be really, really hot, folks. And, we've got to take care of our pets, take care of ourselves, and hydrate. We are looking for sunshine to start, then a few afternoon clouds. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. High of 96, winds light and variable. So that's what we're looking for during the day. Tonight we're supposed to get down to a low of 73. And then Wednesday is going to be a high of 92, low of 71, a mix of clouds and sun in the morning, followed by an afternoon shower. So, okay, that's what we're looking for the weather. Thursday's a high of 89, Friday's a high of 89, and Saturday's a high of 92. Oh my God, we're going to be cool. That will be so great. Okay, let's see if we've got Tami on the air with us here today. All right, do I have Tami with us here now? I don't understand what's going on here this morning, Ann. What is going on? Button's up. Up to go over the air. The button is up. Well, I don't know what is wrong here this morning. I have no idea, Tami, what the problem is. We will, are you there, Tami? Are you muted? I don't know. Okay, well, I guess I don't really know why we don't have her on the phone here this morning. I will tell you, I was hoping that we could get Tami on the phone here. They are having a special prayer vigil this evening over there in Hodges, and I wanted to be able to tell you all about it. Let's see if I can pull that up and tell you about Rosie. She has some type of kidney cancer, and they have removed the tumor from her kidney, and they are just trying to make sure that everything can be taken care of. It's they're doing a meal train. It's Rosie Mullet is the family, and wow, so far they've raised over right at $1,995 of a $2,500 goal. This is on the meal train that they're working on, but they have so much more going on. They are having a prayer vigil tonight. I wanted to wanted to see if I could get that up here for you. They're doing fundraisers, all kinds of things. Well, let's try this now. Let's try Tami now. Let's see. This is embarrassing. Tami, are you there? I do not understand what's going on. Tami, are you there? You can barely hear me. I don't understand why. Tami, are you there? Tami? Tami, are you there? Tami, are you there? Well, I guess we're not going to be able to get Tami on the air with us here this morning. I'm so sorry. So sorry. Tami, I don't think I can do it. I don't know what's wrong. They're having a prayer vigil tonight in Hodges. Let me see if I can find that event. I had thought that Tami was going to talk about it. They're having a gun raffle, a drawing for a gun for 2 gun raffles. This is the Wilms Tumor Awareness. They've got 2 guns that are going to be raffled off. Now, that doesn't happen till August 9th. They also have a Rosie Strong Cash Venmo tailored start number 1. Tickets, $20. This is for an offshore fishing raffle. That's going to be down in Edisto Beach. Second wind charters. You're going to be able to have a great time on that. This is all to raise funds for Rosie and help with her care and everything. I do happen to know that she's doing fine out there. She's doing fine. She had the tumor removed, and now, of course, she's come home, so a lot of care and everything needs to be done on that. She is 5 or 6 years of age. So if you can help out with this tonight, I just don't remember what time what time is the event tonight for the prayer vigil? Tami had organized this, and she wanted to do something for the community. The Sartans are very, very active over there in Hodges, and they really wanted to do something for the family over there. They are having a prayer vigil tonight, and this is going to be a really big event. I hope that you're going to be able to make it, and please keep Rosie in her prayers. She is a really sweet little girl, full of spunk and everything else, and so we've got to do all that we can. Tami, what time is that prayer vigil tonight? That's what I need to know. What time is that prayer vigil? Because I wanted to highlight that for those in the community, and I can't seem to. She's 3 years old at 6:30. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. They do have 2 raffles, one for guns and one for a fishing charter. The prayer vigil, and that is going to be right there in Hodges. So if you'd like to be part of that, if you'd like to help out in any way, whether it's the meal train that they're doing, whether it's the two raffles, one for guns and one for a fishing charter. These are things that individuals are doing to help in this community. And I always think it's really great when a community can come together and help like they are doing over there. So please, if you can, help. If you can't, just pray. That doesn't cost anything, but it certainly is valuable beyond belief. So the prayer vigil, 6:30, right there in Hodges. Please be part of that. If you'd like to be part of their raffles, 2 raffles, one for guns and one for the fishing charter. Those are coming up in August, so you have plenty of time to get involved in that and get more information about it. So I don't know what happened with my Zoom. We got to have Zoom this afternoon because I got people zooming in from all over the country. So we got to figure out what's wrong there. Hey, I'm Ann Eller right here with you on WCRS. I think this would be a really good time to play Aiden Webb's song that he unveiled right here on the radio. So I'm going to play this for you, and I hope you appreciate it. This song was written, I guess, about 2 years after his dad died of cancer. And so this is a very, very significant song, and I thought you might enjoy that right now. So let's play that for you. Here we go. I'm going to play this song. Maybe. Here we go. I'm having problems this morning. I'll just say this. What is my problem here this morning? I have too many different things to do. Let's see, and to music. Is this it? Nope, this is not it. Oh my God, I had a great idea, and now I'm going to fail at this. Some days are just failures. That's all I can say. Some days are just failures. And here it is right here. Aiden Webb. It's called Dear God. And it's a really, really, really great song. I hope you will enjoy it and find it meaningful this morning. Take it away, Aiden.
Dear God, it's me again. I know it's been a while. Right now so much on my mind. There's things I don't understand, things I just can't deny. Can't make sense of it all, and I'm too tired to try. Why do old trucks break down? Can a lost man be found? Where did angels learn to fly? Why do old dogs die? Dear God, it's me again. There's clouds overhead, the rain's coming down. I haven't left out of bed, I just can't go on. I've tried my best, there's black clouds overhead, and I need my rest. Why do old trucks break down? Can a lost man be found? Where did angels learn to fly? Why do old dogs die? Why do old trucks break down? Can a lost man be found? Where did angels learn to fly? Why do old dogs die? Lord, what's happened to me? And the man I used to be. Where did angels learn to fly? Why do old dogs die?
Well, that's a really beautiful song. And that's a song by Aidan Webb. And he was our very special guest yesterday afternoon. They debuted that song right here on WCRS. He is from Honeypath. He is really mixing things up and doing great things out there in the music world. And it was a great privilege to have him here on the air with us. And that was his song, and I thought I would play it. I do want to remind you this evening at 6:30 they are having that prayer visual at Hodges for Rosie over there. She has got a long road to recovery, and the families over there are trying to do something. You can be part of it. You can come and pray this evening at 6:30 right there in Hodges. You can also be part of these raffles that they're doing to raise funds. There are 2 shotguns, I believe, that are being raffled, as well as an down there in Edisto Beach, fishing trip. So this is $20 for the fishing trip. I think you have until August 1st to get in on that, and maybe August 2nd on the two guns that they're going to be raffling. Now these are individuals that are doing this, so check the Hodges, check Tami Baber's Facebook page for more details, and I'll get more details and talk about it more. But very, very important, and we just have. It is so hard when a child has a debilitating disease, and so hard not only on the child but on the family. But thank goodness at this moment it looks like Rosie is on a good path, but that of course can change. We all know what cancer does, so keep Rosie in your prayers. I'm Ann Eller right here with you this morning. We're now going to talk about a few other things here going on right here in Greenwood and around the world. Let's check this out. I got all fuddled up because I had a great plan here this morning, and as usual, sometimes your plan just doesn't go the way you want it. So that's just what happens when things don't go right. Let's talk a little bit about that boating accident that happened. Tragic boating accident that happened right here on Lake Greenwood. I think the most amazing thing about it happened early Sunday morning, late Saturday night. I think the most amazing thing is that South Carolina DNR saw the whole thing. So from the standpoint, and were right there able to act. Unfortunately, the two victims, there were 5 in one boat and I guess 2 in another boat. 2 of the 5 did die, and this is just a tragic thing. Even though they were right there, there was no saving them. So this is always when when this happens, it's just so tragic. Particularly, it's anytime it's bad, but on a holiday weekend, just terrible. The 2 victims identified as Thomas Chandler Davis and Abby Catherine Davis of Lawrence, both pronounced dead at the scene, and they are doing an autopsy. The Lawrence County Coroner's Office is assisting with this case. So, just tragic. Keep the families. I know that a lot of people, I didn't personally know them, but I know a lot of people knew them and knew that they weren't married. They did both have the same last name, and they were a couple on and off. I understand they were out having a good time on the lake. And that was on July 6. Investigators responded to a boating collision on Lake Greenwood involving 2 vessels. 5 individuals, like I said, in one, and 2 individuals in the Yamaha boat. And in fact, I believe that the DNR was going to stop the boat with the 2 people in it about some lights or something on it, I think, if I remember correctly. Our officers were stationary on the water conducting proactive safety operations when they observed the Yamaha traveling without proper navigation lights. And officers prepared to initiate a vessel stop. The Yamaha collided with the Alumnicraft. Our officers witnessed the collision and immediately rendered life-saving aid. They also took swift action to prevent the at-fault operator from fleeing the scene. And that person has been allegedly Alan Sidney Benware Jr. the third, 37, was the operator of the Yamaha boat, has been arrested and is facing 2 counts of felony boating under the influence resulting in death. And new, update to it, bond has been denied. So this is a tragic case, and all the people involved need our prayers too. So please send some prayers that way and do what you can to help the families in their time of need. This is just horrible when things like this happen, and I understand there was another accident that happened. I don't know any of the details about it, but another accident that happened on July 4th, where another young person died. But I don't have any details. I've just heard this from somebody that was involved in it. So that's this is, nothing happens. Nothing happens good after midnight, and that is the truth. So please be safe out there. Please have the proper items on board, life jackets, and have a designated captain of the boat, the one driving the boat. So there you go. Just wanted to share that with you. Drinking and driving don't mix. Drinking and boating, as whoever is the captain, needs to not be happening either. So these are the problems that happen when people get out and have a good time. So my heart goes out to all that are involved in this. My heart goes out to, speaking of the devastation and everything, is down there in Texas. Over 100 people have died from this, and I believe the 27 girls from that camp have also died. The media, the Democratic side is trying to make it that this is the fault of the Trump administration, that they have cut back on warnings and everything. But everything that I have read about this, I just don't believe that. I don't believe that. They have been issuing warnings, but as they said, when the water goes up at this river, that it just happens so quick, and I think that is what happened. They'd been putting out warnings. I know they had been in a drought out there, and that was probably part of the problem, but when the water started rising, it rose some unbelievable feet per minute, per 5 minutes, something. It just was unbelievable. So this is an area that is being devastated because of the people. And some of the people, I understand, they don't even know whether they're missing people because they didn't know all the people that were camping on the river. It was a place where people went to camp. Now, we know about the campsites. I heard just a terrifyingly sad story last night about two girls that I believe were twins, and they found them clutching each other together as they died. I mean, can you imagine being the parent in this type of situation? Just something that they're going to live with for the rest of their lives. But I think the weather service did everything that they could at that moment to alert people, and it's a terrible accident. I did see that on Friday President Trump is going to be going there on Friday. So please keep them in your prayers. There are some good organizations that are coming up to help out there. Of course, the Salvation Army is a good one. They do the most good with the least amount of money, and they actually do it. I've seen it with my own eyes and hands and everything. So that's a good one. But there are some local charities that are coming in to do things. Just do make sure, if you do decide to donate, that you are donating to a legitimate charity, and donate what you can. More important, though, probably is keeping everybody in their prayers. We certainly have a lot of hurt going on right now. I did get a message from Tami Baber. She goes, "Love technology when it works. On behalf of the town of Hodges, we appreciate the support and hope. Everyone, if you will come out at 6:30 this evening to Hodges Park to support Rosie, and we are a town praying over Chandler and Abby Davis along with Texas." So if you can, I know it'll be a meaningful ceremony out there, a meaningful prayer vigil that they'll be having out there in Hodges this evening for 3-year-old Rosie and her family as they travel down a very difficult path. So, 864-229-7984. That's a personal text line. You can also call and leave a message there. And you can also respond right on Facebook. We've got a lot of engagement this morning on Facebook. Mainly, why is Zoom messing up? Yes, that is the question. I better have Zoom fixed this afternoon, though, folks, because we have a huge list of artists that are calling in. We're going to be playing their music. We're going to be having a good time, and I stayed up real late last night. What a surprise, getting all this together. And so we're going to have John Shane is going to join us at 4:17. We're going to go on the air live at 4. Make sure that all the technology and everything is working. Hello. Okay. Anyways, we'll have John Shane at 4:17. John Clam Chop Etheridge will be joining us at 4:34. David Keys is going to be here at the Blues Cruise. We're going to be talking with him, playing some of his music. And he was here last year, so this is a return visit for him. Looking forward to talking to him. John Clamp Chop Etheridge is always here. He's a drummer extraordinaire. John Shane, I don't know if he's been here before. I don't believe I've talked to him. But David Keys at 4:47, taking us up to the 5 o'clock hour. 5:08, we're going to have Bruce Katz with us. Bruce has been here before. I have talked to him. Looking forward to catching up with him. How many pianos can he play at once? That is the question, or I should say keyboards. I don't know if he'll be bringing his organ, but sometimes he does even have an organ. By the way, did you know Mark Hyatt just started playing the Hammond organ, and he's going to be playing at Local Focal. I don't remember which group. I think it's Saturday, but I got to get more details about that. Of course, he is over at the hospital, and he just started playing the Hammond organ. He loves it, and he's going to be playing it with a group. I think it's Saturday night. So, Mark, if you're listening this morning, kudos to you. Kudos to you. So, Bruce Katz, he's going to join us at 5:08. And then to finish it off, Johnny Rawls. Oh, my gosh. An old blues guy is coming here to Greenwood. He's going to be on with us at 5:17. So, we'll be playing their music, talking to them, getting some stories and finding out where they're going to be. The whole idea of this is to give you a good idea how you can go efficiently where you want to go to make sure you don't miss an artist that you'd really like to see. So that's today. Then tomorrow we do the same thing starting at 4 o'clock. And Thursday we've got 2 guests in studio. We'll be starting at 4 o'clock. And on Friday, we'll be doing the same thing in studio starting at 4 o'clock. So this is your opportunity to get out ahead of it, know where you want to go, know who you want to see, because I tell you what, there's a lot. There's a lot with all the venues and everything and all the people that are going to be there. It's great to know where you need to be. And of course, if you just want to sit up there at the front at the main stage, you can just sit there and they'll just keep bringing the guests to you. They also have another stage over there on the big streetscape that they just did over there. That one's going to be running. And then, of course, they'll have venues all around. All the different venues will have it. They'll also be in the courtyard right next to Flynn's on Maxwell because Oregon Station just didn't get enough steel to be able to open up. They had hoped that they would have been able to have been part of it, so they moved that right there. So lots of good stuff to check out coming up. All right, so that's what we got going on this afternoon. Wanted to make sure you knew about that. Now, I don't know what else to talk about here. I just got so much. It's just hard some days. I don't know why. Oh, let's do this. Let's talk about, because I really want everybody that would like to be doing this to know how to keep up with me as I'm zipping around uptown Greenwood this weekend, and we're going to have Girl in a Mic. Girl in a Mic will be out there. We're going to be going live on Facebook. We're not going to be able to do it on the radio. I could, but I think I'm just going to go live whenever I can. So we may be doing 5, 10-minute, 15-minute hits, and then I may go off and go to another location and be back on. So I'd love for you to be able to follow. I'd love for you to be able to watch if you'd like to watch and see what I'm doing in uptown Greenwood. So here's how you do it. I cannot do it myself. I tried to practice this, so I'll just have to read it to you. If you're on your mobile phone, go to WCRS 98.5 FM /1450 AM. Tap the following button right under my cover photo. Then you tap notifications on the bell icon. Turn on the live video notifications, switch it to all notifications. And that way, every time we get ready to go live, you'll get a notification. And if it's convenient and you want to tune in, great. And if you need to pass on it, well, you can go back and watch it afterwards. So that is what we're going to be doing. Now, that's on your mobile phone. Go to WCRS 98.5 FM /1450 AM. Tap on the following button right under the cover photo. Tap notifications on the bell icon. Then turn on live video notifications. Switch it to all notifications, and every time we go live or something happens, you'll get to know about it. So you might, if you want to do that, if you want to know what's going on, do that. Now, if you're on your desktop computer, go to WCRS 98.5 FM /1450 AM. Hover over or click the following button. Click notifications and select all live videos, and then every time we have something happening, guess what? You'll know about it. You can ignore it, or you can join the fun. Either way. Love to have you on my cruising around uptown Greenwood. And thank goodness, it looks like it's going to be a little cooler. All right, so now let's talk about a couple of things going on out there. South Carolina Senator launches bid for state attorney general. This actually happened yesterday. He is a state senator from the grandstand, is the first to officially enter the 2026 race to be South Carolina's top prosecutor. Republican Senator Stephen Goldfinch, 42, announced his campaign for state attorney general Monday night at an event venue in Murrells Inlet. He seeks the office to be vacated by Republican Alan Wilson. The field could get crowded as several other Republicans are considering a run. So this is one that is going on. While the 2024 election gave Republicans control of the White House and Congress, Goldfinch is billing himself as a candidate who is willing to fight against a Democratic administration if the party in power in Washington were to shift again. Sounds like he thinks that's going to happen, folks. Anyways, that's what it says here. I'm just telling you what he said. A state has the right to step in and sue the federal government when they think they're overstepping their bounds, he told the South Carolina Daily Gazette. An attorney general can be very influential that way. You know, I think that's great, but what about local in our state? Isn't that... It's fine to be fighting against the federal government for overstepping their reach, but what about in our state? The drugs, the trafficking, all this kind of thing. So that would be what I'd have to say right off the bat. And when I get to talk to him, I plan to ask him that. He was a part of the 218 Maneuver Enhancement Brigade, was assisting U.S. Africa Command based in Djibouti, a small country, and he sustained a non-combat-related injury while there. Beyond his combat deployment, Goldfish said working in the JAG Corps for the National Guard has given him experience as a prosecutor investigating hundreds of cases. Of note, and over the last 2 legislative sessions, he has taken a leading role in a state house investigation of the state's financial officers, including a so far unsuccessful push to remove Republican State Treasurer Curtis Loftus from office for his role in the $1.8 billion accounting area, which turned out to involve little actual money. So he's also been vocal in pushing back on coastal environment regulations he believes infringe on personal rights. So that is the first one that has jumped in. We, of course, here in Greenwood are waiting to see if David Stumbo is going to jump in. He has said that he's considering a run, so we'll see where he is on that. So that's one news story that I had for you here this morning. Let's see, what else did we have here to talk about? We are, let's see, this is the best way to do this. Let's go see what else. I had another story that I really think I'd like to talk about because I think it is important. Where is it? Well, let's see. I know I can find it here. I'm having a day today. You know that? It just seems whenever you have a day, right? Whenever you have a day that starts out wrong, it's hard to recover from it. But I certainly do try. This is one story that I saw last night that's a little off the beaten path, but I thought you might like to hear it since it is pretty darn cool. You know the mules that made it through up there in the mountains of North Carolina, right? Well, guess what? The famous North Carolina mountain mules have arrived in Texas. That's right. So I think that is just so cool. The mountain mules of western North Carolina, who became local legends during the aftermath of Hurricane Helene, are once again on the front lines, this time in Texas. The pair of sturdy, reliable mules made headlines during the North Carolina's own natural disaster last year by helping ferrying supplies, and now they've been transported to the Lone Star State to aid survivors in the latest hurricane emergency. So how about these? These mules, coordinated through the United Cajun Navy Volunteers, are part of a grassroots disaster response team that emerged from the Appalachian region. You and I all remember seeing pictures of them getting through where nobody else could get through. These mules did. So the mules are now safely on the ground. I guess they must have airlifted them, and they're now walking beside their handler and preparing to assist in high needed rural areas cut off by floodwaters or debris. So there you go. They carry emergency supplies, they assist with hauling equipment over rough terrain, and they support recovery teams. So I think that is pretty darn cool. Online reactions have been swift and emotional. One viral post called the mules heroes in harness, while another declared them, God bless the mountain mules. The mules are a symbol of Appalachian resilience, just for their strength, but for their help to communities of volunteers, farmers, and veterans. So if you want to see something, and I think the other thing that totally amazes me is how fast people are moving to help the people in Texas. Unfortunately, we can't say that much about what happened in Appalachian in North Carolina. I have been amazed, though, to see how quickly things are opening back up for this season this year. They have made tremendous strides, even though the roads haven't been totally finished. They have done a terrific job on that. So I thought I would share that story with you. Now, this is a story that I think is very serious, and well, let me tell you this one first. Nope, let's do this one. You're crazy, Ann. Okay, this story about the Trump administration withholding millions in funding for South Carolina. This is a story that needs to get some sunshine on it. Down there in Charleston County, South Carolina, the Trump administration is withholding millions of funding that South Carolina schools were supposed to receive on July 1st. It's part of a freeze on more than $6 billion in congressionally approved grants, while the Department of Education reviews them. The impacted grants constitute about 13% of the federal funding South Carolina schools received last year, totaling more than $84 million, according to the Learning Policy Institute. So now Low Country schools, as they are across the state, are navigating the unknown. This article is out of Charleston, so it is kind of based on that. We are going to be asked to do more with less, said Kate Lowe, a high school teacher and president of the Berkeley County Education Association. It's a mantra Lowe has gotten used to after more than 20 years of teaching. So this is something, not only have we had cuts come from the state, now the federal government is cutting, and so I think this is something we should be concerned about. The pause in money gives federal officials up to 90 days to review how 6 different grant programs align with the White House's priorities. The opportunity is to see, does this comply with how President Trump or the new Department of Education with Secretary McMahon would look to the opportunity of where those grant monies should be going. So, the Trump administration has accused some states of using education grants to fund radical left-wing agenda. Many of these grant programs have been grossly misused to subsidize a radical left-wing agenda. I certainly hope that's not true here in South Carolina. The main grant areas targeted include migrant education, supporting effective instruction, English language acquisition, student support, and academic enrichment program, and a Nita M. Lowry 21st Century Community Learning Center, probably something down near on the coast. So these grants also target efforts to reduce class size, which is growing concern across the Tri-County area. So as we look at this, I'm sure Greenwood County, 96, and Ware Shoals could be looking at some of the same problems with this grant. While frozen, the Congress-approved funds can't disappear completely. So that's where that's at. But this is critical because our kids go back to school on, if you're on the year round, July 24th. So what will be the effect on that? And I know that Rodney Smith over here at Greenwood High has been concerned about what the federal government is going to give. So I wanted to bring that one up just because that could affect it. The article was written from a Charleston perspective, but that could also affect across the state and therefore across Greenwood County and, of course, 96 and Ware Shoals and other counties in the upstate. This is an interesting article I wanted to tell you about. Guess what? You can now buy lottery tickets with a debit card, not with a credit card, but with a debit card. So this is, by the way, this is up to the local establishment that is selling the lottery tickets. They have the final say, but the lottery, according to a new law that was passed during this last session that became effective on July 1st, a provision in this year's state budget took effect Tuesday, allowing for the change. Lottery officials note, however, that the decision to offer the new payment option is up to each store. So you could go to many stores right here in Greenwood and buy it with your debit card, not a credit card, a debit card. And then you could go to another store where they're not offering that. So previously, only cash was accepted to purchase tickets in the state. Traditional debit cards and contactless cards can now be used alongside cash to pay for scratch-off and draw game tickets. Using a credit card to buy lottery tickets is still banned in South Carolina. So the South Carolina Education Lottery also said most grocery stores and convenience stores in the state sell lottery items. They're also sold at face value with no additional fees charged to the players. So there you go. That is something new, and I wanted to make sure that you knew about that. If you're buying lottery tickets and you're short on cash, the comments were, "Oh my God, this is so fabulous because I don't always have cash when I want to buy a lottery ticket." So that's another thing that has changed. And of course, that is the thing about it. Everything changes when after a new session, and we are now seeing seeing what the changes are that are coming down the pike. So, in closing, I think today I want to share this with you. Pamela Evett is a popular gal right here on WCRS, and she's going to make a special announcement next week. Special announcement. And so I thought I would share that with you. South Carolina's lieutenant governor, who has been expected to enter the governor's race, is set to make a special announcement early next week. It will be July 14th, which is a Monday, at the Smokestack at Judson Mill in Greenville. Now, this news announcement here says, the announcement is not clear about the reason for the announcement, but Evett has been considered a likely candidate to the race to succeed Governor Henry McMaster. If Evett were to announce her campaign, she would be joining a Republican primary field that includes current South Carolina Attorney General Alan Wilson and upstate Senator Josh Kimbrell. She's going to announce that she's running for governor. So for those of you, me included, that are excited about this, she is going to announce that she is going to be running for governor. So it says an early poll conducted back in March gave Evett a slight edge over other Republicans considered at the time to be likely gubernatorial contenders. She pulled 31% lead among those surveyed compared to Wilson at 27% of the vote. Now, of course, Alan Wilson is running all over town, running all over the state, trying to what shall we say, tie up the support of all the sheriffs and whoever else that he can. But and of course, he's also touting that he has support all the way, and is said that he is going to have the support of Governor McMaster. Now, I don't know whether that's true, and I'll be very interested to see what happens Monday night right up there in Greenville. In fact, I am going to be there so that I can report back on it on Tuesday morning. So, and also, we have Nancy Mace. She hasn't announced yet. She's just been bashing Alan Wilson every chance she gets, and Ralph Norman. So, Nancy Mace came in second place in that poll at 29%. That has to just be name recognition, folks. It can't really be that people want to vote for Nancy Mace. Now, really? Come on, people. Think about this. And 5th District Congressman Ralph Norman came in 11th. Now, that was back in March, and here we are in July. So how is the race changing up? That is the question. So we will have to see, but I, for one, am excited to see that she is going to put her name out there. Personally, I think that Pam Evett would be an excellent, this is just my personal opinion. She is a business person. She has put her time in this state to learn politics, but she does have that business background mentality, which I think is invaluable. And so I would like to say that I think that she would be an excellent choice for us. She has traveled the state. She knows the issues in our state. She has been everywhere, and I certainly hope that Governor McMaster is going to come out and support Pamela. After all, she has been his lieutenant governor and has served our state very, very well. That's just a personal opinion from me, Ann Eller. So, anyways, that's what I've got going on here today. I appreciate all the comments here today. I'm so sorry that we didn't have Tami Baber on this morning, but they are having this prayer vigil at 6:30 right there in Hodges. If you'd like to go to that, I think that would be an awesome thing to pray for Rosie and the victims out there in Texas. They also are raising funds. They've got a meals program that they're doing. They also are doing $20 raffle tickets for a fishing charter, which I think sounds pretty cool. I think I might do that. Who knows? I need to go to Edisto and go fishing. I could win this, right? Anyways, it's not about the winning, it's about supporting. And they've also got 2 guns that they have in the raffle, $5 a ticket for the guns. So contact the Hodges Fire Department up there. I'm sure they'll get more information out there to you. So anyways, thank you so much for tuning in, and I certainly hope you'll be there 6:30 this evening at the Hodges Park to support Rosie and the town and the Sartons and the family, because this is devastating. But she's already made it. Rosie has already made it through the surgery and is doing well. Now, of course, they're looking at chemotherapy and all these things to make sure that she is A-okay. That is going to do it for me here today. Let's see, maybe I should check and make sure and see if I have any other messages. I hate to miss out on things when people are telling me something is going on. I like to make sure that we are getting it all out there. Yes. My Supremo texter just said that I think she's talking about Nancy Mace, that she stepped over the line. I think she's kicked the line, truthfully. I don't think she cares at all about it. I think she cares about getting her name out there. Anyways, everybody, thanks so much for being with me here this morning. Make sure you're here 4 o'clock this afternoon, where hopefully, I know I'm going to get this figured out because we're going to check out what went wrong here this morning, but we will be live at 4 p.m. this afternoon. Thanks so much for tuning in. That's going to do it for me. We got a great show this morning. Well, it was a screwed up show, but what the heck? We did it, and we got the afternoon show coming up at 4. Maybe I can recover then. Have a great day. Bye-bye, everybody. That's a wrap on WCRS. Oh, Lord, let's hope it is a wrap. I forgot to go back. Here we go. Take it away. Thanks for listening, everybody. Bye-bye.